All right, good morning again, everyone. This is Nick Petro at the National Weather Service in Raleigh with your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. This briefing covers the period today through the 8th of July, including the Independence Day holiday, so the 4th of July. And we'll take a close look at what we think might happen with that. I know everybody's got plans for the 4th of July, so we'll hopefully see what's going to happen there. But here's the weather pattern for this week. And right now we've got an area of high pressure over the mid-Atlantic. And basically that should keep things mostly dry today, but hot. This is a hot summertime air mass over us. So look for highs in the 90s. Heat indices are, going to, eclipse 100. The same story that we've been having for the past couple weeks, it seems, is just be careful out there with heat. For midweek, so there's this upper level disturbance, if you will, out in the western Atlantic, just maybe southwest of Bermuda, and it's not tropical. It's more upper level in nature, but that system's going to swirl its way westward and eventually cross the southeast U.S. And like I said, while it's not tropical, that trough, and it's sort of depicted here. I'm not sure if you could see it on the screen, but it's sort of depicted here on the screen by this dashed line. See that dashed line right there? And let me go ahead and clear that so you can see that. But that little dashed line there is sort of indicating that upper level trough. And with a hot and moist, it's humid out, right? So you have your moisture in place with a hot and moist air mass. Anytime you can get any sort of upper level disturbance to come around, that will help storm, shower, and thunderstorm formation. So the bad news there is I think there'll be a decent chance for showers and maybe a few thunderstorms around on the 4th of July. So I'm not saying that's going to be a washout, but certainly the risk is there. But anyway, so at this point in time, it's still too early, even though it's only 2 days away. It's still too early to pinpoint hour by hour in terms of which hour of the day is going to have a better chance for showers and thunderstorms. So anyway, moving to the late week period, we'll be watching a cold front moving across the Ohio Valley and eastern Great Lakes. Looks like that front's going to try to make its way across our area, the southern mid-Atlantic and northern southeast. Sometime early in the weekend, it should get south of us by Sunday. That will give us a better chance. That front, that is, will give us perhaps our next better chance for showers and thunderstorms very late in the week or maybe early in the weekend. So that's the way the pattern is shaping up. When it comes to severe thunderstorm potential, this slide is courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center. You can see the light green just basically gives a sense for where thunderstorms are expected. Not particularly severe, but just thunderstorms in general. And you can see, most of, the eastern half of the state anyway, we're not expecting any thunderstorms. The western half, certainly there could be a few isolated storms around. And the scattered thunderstorms looks possible Tuesday and as I said, on Wednesday as well. Not really expecting any widespread severe thunderstorm activity. Nothing organized, so to speak. But, this time of year, with all the heat and humidity, and I always say this time of year, any thunderstorm, if given the right chance to build strong, could produce a strong wind gust. So you can never rule it out, regardless of what these graphics show. All right, what about rainfall amounts? You can see these rainfall graphics courtesy of the Weather Prediction Center. Today, mostly dry. Tomorrow, really still kind of mostly dry. Any thunderstorm should be very isolated in nature. So no widespread rainfall. And then you can see on Wednesday there's that green painted in there depicting a quarter to a half inch of rain. So that's thanks to the upper system making its way westward. And then Thursday and Friday and even into Saturday we'll be looking at that front approaching. So perhaps a little bit better chance for some rain Friday into Saturday. When you add up the 7 days, we're looking at, maybe an inch. Some places getting a little more, some places getting a little less. So again, nothing too crazy in terms of amounts. As I said, isolated to scattered in nature. Tropics are fairly quiet. The 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center says no new tropical cyclones expected during the next 5 days. All right. As we head into the following week, next week, more of the same. So what you see is what you've got, what you'll get. So odds favor above normal temperatures. We're in that kind of that pattern right now. There's no real cool air masses coming down and relieving things. So until that happens, who knows when that'll happen, but until it happens, then that same air mass persists, and we're going to continue the odds favoring above normal temperatures. And precip chances look slightly tilted towards above normal. Again, lots of humidity around, so the fuel is there, if you will, or the moisture anyway, for showers and thunderstorms. Here's the summary. First word, hot. Watch out for those heat indices of 100 to 105 today. Be careful out there. And then isolated the scattered showers and thunderstorms much of the week, although mostly dry today, as I kind of pointed out. For Independence Day, seasonably hot, high around 90. That's fairly typical, I guess, for 4th of July. And although I put in there decent chance for showers and thunderstorms, that's thanks to that upper system kind of slowly approaching and passing by under to our south. But it's just too early at this point to say which hour of the day is going to have a better chance for showers and storms. If you got outdoor plans, just be ready, to take to move indoors when if any thunderstorms approach. So if you're planning outdoor activities, if you're in charge of events happening, just keep an eye on the forecast and be ready to do know that there'll be a risk for showers and thunderstorms on Independence Day. All right. Better chance for rain late in the week, as I pointed out, early next weekend, I should say, as well, with that front approaching. And then once we get that front through here, look at Sunday, right back up into the low to mid. Actually, Sunday's not at the bottom, so I apologize for that. But right back up into the low to mid 90s. So Sunday's looking pretty hot again. So that's it for the weekly briefing. Nothing too crazy or super high impactful, other than today's heat, with heat indices, well up and above 100. I guess that's pretty impactful, right? So definitely take precautions, the usual precautions. Try to stay indoors if you can during the peak of the heat in the afternoon, and then keep your eye open for Independence Day if you have outdoor activities. Not a washout, but there will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms around. All right, I'll be happy to take any questions at this time if there are any.